Good morning, children. So, yesterday we have learned a lot of things about political parties, yes or no? So, political parties, based on its criteria, the election commission in our country, they have divided into two parts. One is the national political party and state political party. Okay, so yesterday we have learned in detail about national political party according to the year 2006. So 2006, the National Commission has recognized six national political parties one by one, their ideologies as well as their main objective, why this party came into existence, and who is the founder, in which year, the symbol, important leaders, as well as in which all states we will see the national parties in our country. So moving further, today we are going to discuss about national party, sorry, state parties. Okay, so these state parties are playing very important role at the state level. Okay, so these other than six parties, most of the major political parties of the country are being classified by the election commission as a state party, or in the another name called regional party. So yet these party not needed to be a regional in their ideology or outlook. So some of these parties are all India party that happen to have succeeded only in in some states as well as in some seats. So only some region as well as in some parts of the states only we will see the existence of some parties. Those parties are Samajwadi Party, Samata Party, and Rashtriya Janata Dal. Have the national level political organization with its unit in a several state. Some of these parties like Biju Janata Dal, Sikkim Democratic Force, and Mizo National Front are the consciousness about their state identity. Over the last 3 decades, the number and the strength of political parties has been increased as well as expanded. So that is why in the uh, Parliament of India, politically, more and more diversity as well as more and more variety we will see in the Indian Parliament. So no one national party is able to secure its own majority in the Lok Sabha election. So due to the existence of state parties, regional parties, at the present situation, no one has got the majority strength to come to the force as well as to form a government. Okay, till now. So as a result, the national parties are compiled. They come together and make alliance with the state parties. Okay, in the last class we have learnt about UPA and NDA, that is United Progressive Program and National Democratic Program. So those two are playing very important role. So these major political parties, national political parties, what will be there? So they will make alliance with the other state political parties in the Lok Sabha election, and they will form a government. So in this way, the alliances are being made with the state parties. So since 1996, nearly every one of the state parties had got the opportunity to be a part of one or another national level coalition government. So this has contributed to strengthening the federalism and democracy in our country. So in this way, the state parties has contributed to strengthen the form of federalism as well as the form of democracy, because variety of the people will be there. So the that form of government will try to understand the different views. So according to that one, the laws are being made. So these state political parties are also playing very important role in a uh, government, to form a government. So in the next slide, I am going to show one picture where you will see all the state parties which are existed in our country. Okay, you can see here. So in the this is according to 2006 or 2007. So according to that one, the regional parties are being recognized by the um, National Commission. Okay, so If I take the example of Karnataka, we are having the BJP as well as National Congress and one more, Janta Dal. So it is formed in the year 1999. So Janta Dal, it is one of the regional party which is there in our country. So next one, in Tamil Nadu, All India Anna DMK, Dravid um, Dravid Party, and in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana Desham Party, Telangana Rashtriya Samiti. So these two we will see in the Andhra Pradesh. So these are the few examples what we will see the regional parties in our country according to 2006 or 2007. So you can go through in the textbook, as well as for 1 marks also try to remember in which state which kind of a regional party is there in our country. Okay, one or two are been there. So write it down in one rule sheet so that it will be helpful to remember these regional party for a long time. Okay, so these are the regional parties which are playing very important role. So moving further, we are going to discuss about the challenges of political parties. So what are the challenges? In what way they are facing some of the difficulties? Okay, so why this concept has been introduced means, you have seen the political parties are playing very crucial role, very important role in the working of democracy. Since the parties are more visible face of a democracy, it is natural that people blame the parties for whatever is wrong within the working of democracy. Okay, so if the people are unhappy regarding their own policies, their own form of government, then the people will try to criticize it. So all over the world, people express a strong dissatisfaction with the failure of political parties to perform their functions well during their period. So in this case, in our country too. So political popular dissatisfaction and criticism has focused on a four major problems where the political parties are working. So political parties need to face, okay, they have to concentrate on these problem to reduce the problem, and a new changes we can see in the political parties. Okay, not only the political parties are playing very crucial role in the working of the government. If the people are unsatisfied, then the people are starting criticizing it there, that they are dissatisfied whatever work they are doing for their betterment. Okay, so according to that one, they have concentrated on four major problem. Okay, what the political parties are facing day to day. Okay, according to that one, the first challenge as well as the first problem or a challenge, we can tell that lack of internal democracy within the party. Okay, lack of internal democracy within a party. Why this democracy came into existence means, there is no equal status for everyone. Okay, so some of the political parties are concentrated in the hands of one or few leaders. Okay, those are only the prominent leaders. Remaining all, they are not been concentrated. Their work are not been concentrated. So internally between them only we will see lot of differences. Okay, and no organizational meetings are being held to organize uh, to make a new faces in the political parties so that they can bring some changes in the parties. So that organizational meeting are not being held. No keeping membership registration. So the followers and the active members, those are participating in the political parties, their membership registration are not being kept, and no internal regular elections are being held in the political parties. So ordinary members of the party, okay, they do not conduct any internal election regularly. ordinary members of the party do not get a sufficient information on what happened inside the party. Think that fresherly you want to join one political party, and you are active in that one. You are seeing all little information about your political party, but if you enter in that political party means sufficient information you will not get. They do not have means or the connection need to influence of the discussion. So whenever they want to take any kind of discussion means they are unable to take those discussions there. As a result, the leaders assume greater power to make the decision in the name of the party. So that time what it will happen, so whatever the party has been concentrated in the few hands, they will take the major decision. Okay, so those people they are not actively participating in the elections there. Okay, whenever they want to take a major decision and they want to bring some changes in the political parties means, because it has been concentrated in the few hands, they cannot participate in the major decisions, as well as they cannot influence on their decisions also. So in this way, internally we will see a lot of differences within the parties there. So this is the first challenge what the political parties are been facing day to day. Okay, without that they are unable to do some changes in the political parties. So moving further, the next challenge what they are facing means dynastic succession. What is this succession means? In Kannada we will tell Uttaradhikari. Okay. So the second challenge is dynastic succession, and it is related to the first one. Since the most political party do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning, there are very few ways for an ordinary workers to rise up the rise in the top in a party. So those who happen to be a leaders are the position of unfair advantage to the favor people close to them and even their family members. Okay, the topmost level leaders will be there. So those leaders what they will do, they will not give the opportunity for newcomers as well as for the uh, popular member there. So instead of that, whoever close to them, and if they belong to their family members means, they will give the what we will tell more importance than other workers there. Okay, the top position controlled by the family members of one family in the most parties. Okay, that kind of political party we call as a family party only. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಟುಂಬ ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕುಟುಂಬ ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ slogan as well as this dialogue in the news channels as well as in the mouth of political leaders there. Okay, they will not get the fair chance to rise up in the topmost position. Okay, the topmost leaders, those were powerful. If they are having favor with the other people, as well as other people are taking favor of taking advantage of these topmost leaders, only for them this kind of facility are being given. So we call in the name of most political parties are functioning like that only. Okay, leaving some. Okay, and the best example to understand is JDS, that is regional party. Always we will tell them, always we will see in the news channels, ಕುಟುಂಬ ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕುಟುಂಬ ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So in that way, they will uh, give the importance for their family members. Okay, it is not good for a democracy. It is totally bad for the democracy there. So, since the people do not have the adequate experience or a popular support to come occupy the powerful position, so this tendency is present in all measures all over the world, including in some of the older democracies also. So, in this way, the political parties are suffering in this challenge also. they have to come out from this challenge. They have to give equal opportunity to all the members so that they can also get one opportunity to come to a power there. Next challenge what they are facing is money and muscle power. Okay, what is this money and muscle power means? Physically they should be strong or what? No, not like that. So especially during the election, since the parties are focused only on winning the election, what they will do, they will concentrate that we have to win in the election by hook or crook, and we have to form a government this year. Okay, that time each and every political party start, they will start showing their power, money power. Okay, as well as visibility. Candidates who can raise the money are being nominated, so those are giving lot money towards the political party means for them they will give the tickets. Rich people and the companies who give the fund have the influences on these policies as well as the political party whatever decision they are taking. For an example, some rich people are giving a contribution towards the political party to run efficiently. Okay, so those who are giving more and more fund, those people influence on the policies what they are taking in the uh, forming government there. Okay, so parties do not offer a meaningful choice to the voters. Okay, the meaningful choice means a correct candidate will not be selected, not correct candidate, um, a powerful candidate will stand in the election. Okay, so the fourth challenge is very often seen in the parties, that is meaningful choice to the voters. So in order to offer the meaningful choice, the parties must be significantly different. So in the recent years, there has been a decline in the ideological differences among the parties. For an example, Labour Party and Conservative Party in Britain. So these are the two parties are been there. So they agree more on fundamental aspects but differ only in the details how the policies are being framed and implemented in a country. So in our country too, the differences among all the major parties on the economic policies have been reduced. So those who want really different policies have no opinion available to them. So sometimes people cannot even elect very different leaders either because the same set of leaders kept shifting from one party to another party. So this is also one of the major problem. Think that some people are standing in the election, if they are unhappy towards their political party means immediately they will change. Okay, if they will go for another party also same thing, due to his popularity always that person will stand in the election. Okay, the new faces we will not see, the new different kinds of views and opinion we will not see. The candidates those are standing in the election, always we will see the person who won in the last year, same person they will stand this year also to contest in the election. So always we will not see a different choices, okay, for the voters there, as well as whatever their ideology has been there, on what basis they have established, sometime we will see a difference between that. So in India also not much differences among the political parties on the economic policies. So these are the more four main challenges what the political parties are been facing in our country. Okay, so moving further, in the next class, I am going to explain about what are the reformation movement. Okay, now you have came to know these are the challenges. So some solutions will be there now to come out from these challenges. So what are some reformation? What are the changes we have to bring in the political parties? In the next session, I am going to explain. I hope today's class you have understood. If you are having any kind of doubt, just pin your question in the group so that I will try my level best to sort out your problem. So signing out, have a great day. Bye everyone.